everyone, we're out here at Vernita. We're fishing with Dave Grove of Captain Dave's Guide Service. We're fishing down in, what hole is this?
This is the king hole down at Vernita Bridge.
King hole, and we've already seen a couple fish hook. Just missed that one. We're going to show you some king fishing today. Late fall, these fish are bigger and they're a little more red, aren't they?
Yep, they're getting a little dark this time of year. How'd you guys end up yesterday?
9.
Nice.
And I see a few boats, but not as much as maybe a month ago.
No, it's pretty late in the season, and you know, a lot of anglers like to hunt also, and today's opening day of deer season, so fairly low pressure today.
So they're off thinning the herd, and now the herd's thinned out here, so we have more water to ourselves. Fishing's really different here later in the season. We're gonna show people some techniques this weekend, right?
That's correct. Maybe how to read the water a little bit, because down here the water fluctuation's a big key on if the fish are biting or not. So you know, what baits to use in what water conditions, and you know, as they change, how to adapt with it.
Fair amount of fish on. Came off.
So we put the lines back out, and I checked this drag in. Oh, Mike, did you tighten this drag down?
I'm afraid I did. Yeah, that was on me.
So I like to run fairly loose drags, so that sometimes these fish, if you tighten that drag up, you're going to straighten hooks out. Sometimes, Mike, the fish is just hooked in the skin, and if you tighten that drag up, it's just going to rip through. So, you know, I run, you know, they're not super light. You know, I got to keep a lot of pressure on these fish, but so somewhere a happy medium. So we'll preset the drags and hopefully get another bite here soon.
Oh yeah, we'll get the next one. All right, fish on. How's that fish feel, Mark?
Feels good.
Must be early, you haven't said a word.
Yeah, still waking up.
It's a good way to wake up. Fish at the boat.
Go ahead and swing that rod out 90 degrees to the boat. Out to the side farther if you can. And once he hits the surface, I'll have you sweep that rod up and over my head. And we'll kill motor. A little tighter, try and lift lift and sweep over my head.
There we go.
One down.
So we caught one here in the king hole already. I got one on my card. Why are we moving?
The bites tapered down a little bit. You know, there was quite a few boats hooking up. We had a couple other hits, but I feel that the bite's off here, and current's picked up a little bit. So we got some other water upstream that we'll fish a little bit different. I think the conditions are getting primed for that. So we're gonna move and see if we can't stay with a good bite.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. Good time. This is a good one. We switched up fishing with eggs now. Fishing really deep, 70 feet. Nice, in the boat.
Nice hand.
Really took those eggs. A solid big set. Late fall, Chinook, Vernita, Capt.
Mike asked me why we're using a downrigger and a jet diver at the same time. Right now, I'm running this downrigger 5 feet off the bottom. I have a jet diver on, which is going to continue to dive to the bottom. And because I'm back bouncing, this jet diver will bounce up over any rocks without getting hung up. That way I can keep my downrigger safe and have my bait in close contact with the bottom.
There.
Oh, every time you think he's ready, he's not. Oh.
Oh no, he's off.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Good fish, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good fish. Oh my goodness, I felt that hook pull out of its mouth. You're looking at 0 for 2, Gringo and I. What's our problem, Gringo? What's up with this?
Barbless hooks.
Barbless hooks. Blame it on the hooks, all right.
It's not the captain's fault?
No, it's not the captain's
good.
fault, that's for sure. All right, third time's the charm. We'll get the next one.
That's right.
Absolutely crazy.
There we go.
There you go.
Go on? Yep.
Oh yeah.
Taking line. Still taking line. There we go. So we're what, like 0 for 3?
Nah, shush.
This'll
break the
spell.
We're not gonna say that. Good fish.
Yeah. Go across that other side again.
There's color. Nice fish.
Nice. Hey, broke the spell.
There we go. The other day, these fish were stacked up on the bottom in here in this hole, and we were getting them on super baits for a few hours, fishing right near the bottom, and then suddenly the bite quit. And so instead of just pounding the same water, doing the same thing, we changed our tactics up, switched to eggs, ran up to the top of the hole and started backing down through, and boom, bite was on again. So just because something worked 2 hours ago doesn't mean it's going to work the rest of the day. Fish on!
This is taking long.
How's that one feel, Mark? Feels pretty heavy.
What do you see as your role being a
Fish,
guide?
fish, fish, fish.
How do you like that? Fish on.
We swam right off.
Yeah.
So, Mark, you decided to let that guy go. Why is that?
Very dark
Very dark.
and kind of small. So we got plenty of daylight left. We got plenty of time left to get some more.
Lake Fall Chinook with Captain Dave. Dave, I want to thank you for a great fishing trip. Mark and I had a blast. We caught a lot of Chinook. We lost a few, but man, what a nice weekend.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
If guys want to fish with you, what are some of the locations you fish, and how do they get hold of you?
We start out in July. We stay on the Columbia River, fish for sockeye and kings up in Brewster in July, and then fish them all the way through October down here at Vernita Bridge. So if you'd like to get a hold of me, give me a call. My area code is 509-939-6727. You can also find me on Facebook, It's Captain Dave's Guide Service on Facebook. So you can find me that way.
And of course, you can catch him on northwestfishingreports.com on the guide index and the fishing reports that he sends out. So Dave, thanks again for a great time. We'll see you guys on the water and online.
Big squall. Big squall. And ginormous squall.
That's a giant swordfish.
Those don't count.
Hey, you know what? Fillet that sucker out.
It'll smoke up fine.
That's right. That's the biggest squawfish I've ever seen.